Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I'm really excited for this video because we're going to be doing a Sephora haul slash try on. So I recently made an order for the VIB sale and I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and just play with it all on camera today, which is why I have almost no makeup on. I just went ahead and did sunscreen, primer, and some brows to start off with, and then I have a foundation in front of me to throw on that I thought I would go ahead and just do on camera just for the heck of it. Pretty much everything else is going to be first impressions. So we got my little Sephora box here and I'm really excited about it. So the first product that I have is the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. I went ahead and picked out the shade 100W, which is the lightest shade that they offer, and it's supposed to have more of a warm undertone. I personally feel like I have a very neutral undertone. My skin is definitely not cool toned. I think people like to assume that because I'm a redhead and because I'm fair, it's like, oh, you have cool toned skin. But when I wear anything super pink, it just looks very, very odd. And then of course I don't want to go super, super yellow. So normally if it's just like a little tiny bit pink or just a little bit tiny bit yellow, it can work either way, but if I had to pick between warm and cool undertones, I would pick warm every time as far as complexion products go. But here's what it looks like. It is very, very pale, so that's nice. I also went ahead and picked up one of the Fenty Beauty matchsticks. I've been wanting this for a while. This is the shade Amber, and I watch Mad's ASMR, and whenever she does her makeup, she pretty much always uses this, and she has dry skin, she has pretty fair skin, and highly recommends it, so I wanted to go ahead and give it a chance as well. I talked about this in my Shop With Me video that I did for the Sephora VIB sale, and a few people mentioned that it's a pretty dry formula, and y'all thought I was not going to like it, which I had already purchased it at that point, so there was nothing I could do. But here's what that looks like. I guess I'm just going to swatch it. I mean, it doesn't feel super dry, but the shade looks pretty nice. So we're just going to go ahead and give it a chance. It might be something that I actually, instead of just throwing it on my skin like that, I might go ahead and take, I don't even know, whatever brush and do this instead just to make it a little bit more even, and that probably will work better. I also went ahead and picked up one of the Tower 28 Shine On Milky Lip Jelly glosses in the shade Oat. This was the lightest shade that they had. I was torn between two shades, but the other one was sold out. Ooh, okay. I feel like online this looked like a really, really light, cool tone pink. And in person, it actually looks a little bit more peachy. That looks very pretty, but I thought it was going to be lighter. I mean, it still looks pretty light, but I'm excited to try that out in a little bit. And then last but not least, from my little Sephora haul, I went ahead and grabbed this Kaja set. It's the must-haves collection. So I was really intrigued by this just because I feel like I've heard good things about their products, and it was $39 with an $81 value, and then I got 15% off, or yeah, 15% off on top of that. And there's a blush, a highlighter, a little eyeshadow set, which looks so pretty, like it looks perfect for me. And then there's also one of their little heart lip products. So I just thought it was a really, really cute set, and it seemed like something where I would use everything and I could get a really good feel for the brand. I actually have something else from them. One second. I have these two little eyeshadow sets from Kaja as well, and I got these from Influencer. They do like little boxes, and this one's called Glowing Guava. This looks so pretty. Look at that shimmer. It's so sparkly. And then there's like a really nice rich kind of plummy brown, and then this other one is called Hella Azalea, and this one has such a beautiful soft pink, and then there's some pink matte options as well. I guess one matte option to be fair. And then lastly is a nice deep purple. The thing with these is I didn't even see them in the box. I found them months later, and then I kept telling myself I was going to do a video with them, and I still haven't used them to this day. So maybe when we take out the other eyeshadow little set, we can go ahead and swatch all of them. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start off with the NYX Bare With Me Tinted Skin Veil. Goodness gracious. And it is the shade Pale Light. I thought I would do something with a little bit less coverage just so we can really let the concealer shine and do its thing. So I'm just taking a little pump of that with the BK Beauty 106 brush and just lightly throwing that all over. My skin is definitely struggling at the moment, which even after all these years of doing YouTube, I still feel like a certain insecurity about going on camera when my skin does not look perfect. But the truth is, everyone's skin goes through it. It's so normal, so there's really no reason to feel embarrassed or feel shame. So now that's all blended in, let's go ahead and try out this concealer. I'm really hoping that I like it. Got a hair on my face. I'm very picky with concealer though. The only concealer I have that I truly love is the Tarte Shape Tape, which actually, it's funny because I've been so ride or die for that concealer. And when people say it's dry, I'm normally like, it's not that dry, like especially for me having dry skin, like I've never really had a problem with it. But I opened up a tube recently and I don't know if they changed the formula at all, but it's so much drier, and I don't know, the old bottle I had was so good. So I don't know if I love it as much as I used to, but that's my go-to concealer. And then everything else I have is just kind of okay, like I use it because I have it. Whoo, lordy, that's brightening. I think that might even be lighter than the Too Faced concealer in the shade Cloud, I want to say, which is the lightest concealer that I have. I would swatch it for you, but it's downstairs in my bathroom because I've been using that one as a, I don't like using it as a concealer. I've been using it as a foundation really lightly for no makeup looks. See, I don't even want to cover my acne with this because it's so light. It's just going to look ridiculous. Okay, let me just blend that in. I'm probably going to go in with a different concealer over top my acne in a second. Oh my gosh, I sneezed so hard. My concealer's on my lid. What the heck? How does that even happen? I'm going to go ahead and use my Shop Say sponge on this side. It's actually not that wet. I did not go and wet it because I'm lazy, but I'm just going to go ahead and see what that looks like with a sponge. I mean, actually, I don't mind the color as much because it's not super full coverage. It just looks to be, I would say, a light coverage. Like I can still see my bags. I can definitely still see my freckles. It just added a little bit of brightness. Oh wait, okay, I was also gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my Anissa Beauty Angled Concealer brush and just tap it in. This normally gives a ton of coverage. Okay, there's definitely a little bit more coverage on this side, but I think both sides look nice. I wouldn't recommend this concealer to someone who wants full coverage. Definitely not. It's more of a natural look, but I actually really like it. And I think that the shade Sheared Out works really well for me. Even like right there on my forehead where I just covered up, like obviously you can still see things peeking through a little bit, but it looks very smooth. It doesn't look cakey at all. So I like that. And I think that the formula would make that a good concealer to mix in with other concealers that I have that are just a little bit too dark, that have more of a full coverage. I'm going to take my Tarte concealer in the shade Porcelain Beige. Just a tiny, tiny little bit of this. Really just wiping off the edge. And I'm going to spot conceal with that. Just because it's a little closer to my skin tone. So I will definitely keep using that Rare Beauty concealer and update you guys. Probably doing like an updated first impression video. Let's go ahead and use the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Amber. I think actually what I've decided to do is on one side, I'm going to go ahead and start off with this and just use it with stick, like just apply directly to my face and blend it out and see how it works. And then on the other side, I'll go in with a brush and just lather it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that all over. I'm pretty sure this is the, no. Actually, you know what? I had a Wet n Wild bronzer stick forever ago, but I haven't used something like this in years, so bear with me if I do not look very professional. I'm just going to take an old Tarte foundation brush that I have. Start blending that in. And I guess the whole point, what I want out of this is just something that's super easy, and also to have the ability to do like the full face like glam while also only using cream products, I think would be really nice too. So actually I feel like that blended really, really nice. I mean, this is one of my favorite brushes. It's super dense, blends things in really well, but that just gives like a very soft natural contour. So now I'm going to go ahead and just do this method. Don't know how much I need. Oh yeah, that. Okay, already I'm really liking this method. That looks really nice and so natural. Like, I feel like I could even just stop there and like not have to do my forehead and everything and be happy. Like, that just gave a quick little natural contour. Okay. I'm not mad at it. Again, just taking that on my forehead, matching the other side. It's blending really nicely. I don't even really want to go in with powder on my skin today. I think I'm just going to go ahead and forego it. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So this is the Cheeky Stamp in the shade 03 Bossy. And oh my god, that is so cute. It's like ridiculous, but it's so cute. I guess I'm going to try it just for the heck of it. Like, and then here's what the inside looks like. I've never tried a product like this. Let me just, I mean, it's very light. That's just a little bit, but it has like a light dewy peachy look to it. Just, I don't know how hard I'm supposed to do it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was not a heart. What the heck? Okay, let me just try and get like a full heart. I feel like that's a cute thumbnail. Am I right? Okay. Okay. I feel like I don't know if I did too much. I feel like that's just, I don't really, are you supposed to blend with that? I mean, I guess you could, but I think I went in with way too much. Okay. I'm just gonna take that foundation brush again and just lightly, okay, alright. Whew, there's fixing it. I was a little nervous there. That's actually such a pretty color. It's an easy formula to blend in. Like, I think that's the easiest blush I've ever blended in my life, especially after just going ham with that little heart stamp. Okay. I think in the future I would still use the little heart stamp, but I would just be a lot more gentle with it. Okay, so before we go in with the highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes, and I'm just going to start off with the Milani eyeshadow primer. I just pulled this out because I've been using the Crow and Pebble every single day, so I thought may as well just switch it up a little bit. And I do really like this one. It's a really great affordable eyeshadow primer. Okay, let's do some eyeshadow swatches. So the shade that's in the set is called Buttercup Bubbly, and this one's actually a bit newer. So there's a really beautiful gold, which has a like kind of greenness to it a little bit. I don't know if I would say a green shift, but I definitely see green sparkles in there. This shade, which looks to be like a really pretty bronzy color. And then there's a really beautiful mustardy brown matte. Very pretty just to start off with. I mean, the swatch looks just like a kind of like a plain gold, but pigmentation feels nice. And then the bronze is very, very warm. And then there's the matte, which looks so much like MAC Uninterrupted. I think I'll probably use that with a glitter glue since it has so much sparkle going on. But definitely a really cute little warm trio. And then jumping into Glowing Guava. Here's the matte shade, which feels really smooth. The bronzy color. Ooh, this one's really cute as well. There's what that looks like. And then lastly, for Hella Azalea, I think I'm most excited about this sparkly pink. I just think it's so pretty. Oh yeah, I love that. I love that it's like a bright iridescent pink and it's not super, super light. And then got the matte pink and the matte purple. Super cute. So I'm definitely going to do the top one today, just since I'm trying out that holiday set as a whole, but I think that these do look really nice, and I think they're super, super fun, like just an adorable little concept. That's true for pretty much everything Kaja does. I mean, I haven't tried that much, but just like seeing their packaging, they're very cute. I think that they're supposed to be like K-beauty inspired. I don't know if they're actually a Korean makeup brand. I'd have to check, but there's what they look like up close. Okay, I'm going to do an incredibly easy, quick look today. It's probably going to be just a 1-minute look. I'm going to start off with the Mustard Matte, and I'm just going to throw that into my crease. Just lightly blending it out. mean, that's blending really, really easily. Definitely focusing it a little bit more in the crease and then blending upward, just since this is going to be the only matte shade that I'm using. I really like to focus the shade in the crease and then just take whatever's left over to buff it out. Now I'm going to dip into the bronze. I'm going to pop that along my lower lash line. Has a really pretty sparkle to it. I almost forgot, I'm going to take a little bit of the NYX glitter primer. Just using a touch of that all over the lid. And then I'm going to dip into the gold. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that all over. Definitely has a really pretty sparkle again, which I appreciate. I actually got like no fallout from that, which is pretty surprising. For my inner corner, I'm going to take the Anastasia Dream Glow Kit. And I think I'm going to pop into this shade right here called Sunshine. Just taking a little tiny bit and popping that on. Just because I want a little bit of glow there. Okay, really quickly I'm going to throw on some liner and some mascara and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and try the Kaja Mochi Glow in the shade 03 Luna. So there's what it looks like. I mean, it looks super pretty in the pan. Hope it's not going to be too dark for me. I mean, it's just like a nice soft gold. I kind of just swatched that over where I'd already swatched the blush. But it looks kind of more sheer, so I think it should be okay. I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up with my finger. And just tap it on. That's very natural. Like I said, very, very soft glow. Just because I prefer a little bit more glow, I'm going to take my Salt New York highlighter, which here's what it looks like if you've never seen it. It's a really cool little indie brand. They do magnetic palettes that zip up and they have another magnet inside as well, so it's really great for cream products. So I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Pearl, just picking up a little bit of that with my finger. This is a bit of a lighter, more like icy shade, so I'm just going to put that right at the tip top of my cheekbone. Last but not least, we have lips, so I'm going to go ahead and try the Tower 28 Oat Gloss first, and then we can try the Kaja one afterwards, just because I think the Kaja is a little bit more pigmented. Okay, I'm super excited about this. I really hope that I like it, because I've been enjoying their normal jelly glosses. I got a set. I'm not going to be able to open this, my goodness. I got a set. I got their holiday set. Man, I gotta go ask for help. What the heck? Okay, I got some professional help. Now let's go ahead and try this out. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Wow, okay, that's super comfortable, super pretty. It's not like gathering in the lines of my lips. I feel like that is such a nice nude lip gloss. Wow. I like it. So now let's try this. It's the Kaja Heart Melter Moisture Melt Lip Gloss Stick, which sounds amazing. Lip gloss stick reminds me of Marc Jacobs. And it says it's the shade 03 Crazy For You. And it has a little heart. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. You gotta push it. Okay. You click it up. Okay. Kind of weird to get an even line with a heart. I love the shade. I feel like it's a very, very natural pink. It's definitely a little bit sheer. It's much lighter on the lips than it is in the tube. It's comfortable. It's got like a glossy, soundy finish, but it doesn't feel like a gloss on the lips at all. Like, it doesn't even feel overly creamy. It does feel like a lipstick. It's just a lipstick with a shine to it. So I really, really like this. I am a little like surprised that this lip product was paired with this little eyeshadow set, just because this is so much warmer. This is definitely more on like the cool tone side. I guess it's just personal preference, but for me, I always do like warm eyes with warm lips or cool eyes with cool lips. That's just how I like to do my makeup. But either way, this is the finished look, and I have to say I've been really impressed with the Kaja products. I'm excited that I finally got to go ahead and try them, and I think that $40 for all of this was not a bad deal. Of course, I got a little bit of an extra coupon on top of that, but I think it's still available. The blush is so pretty. It's such cute makeup. I'm happy about it. And then as far as everything else goes, I mean, the Tower 28 gloss is beautiful. The shade Amber blended really, really nicely for me. I feel like it gave a very natural, pretty, bronzy contour. I see myself using that a ton. The concealer, I'm looking now underneath my eyes, and like I said, definitely lighter coverage. I can still see a little bit of purple peeking through, but overall I see this being a more natural concealer that I will use often. So that's everything for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.